Hey y'all, so I wanted to answer any questions or either just talk. I got a couple things I need to put up. I've been putting off. So I'm gonna be doing some organizing. Well, pretty much not organizing, just getting this stuff put away. Um, so I figured I'd go live and talk to y'all a bit. See if I can bring y'all over and talk to y'all a bit. So y'all can ask away. No. All right. I don't know who in here, but let me know who in here. I see one person. Just trying to get some stuff put away. So if y'all have any questions or anything, ask away, talk away. I'm constantly checking my messages. I had got behind y'all. I've been just coming, putting stuff, and not just like laying it everywhere and not putting it where it's supposed to be. And it got out of hand. So now I'm trying to fix it. Hey Sandra. Girl, I'm trying to get some of this stuff put up that I done accumulated and ain't put it up. I got so much going on trying to get this this stuff out, y'all. I gotta transplant some more stuff because a lot of stuff have like grown. Like just today alone, a lot of stuff have like just sprung up where I need to start putting stuff in cups. So I'm like, let me get out here and put this stuff away because I mean, gardening it's in full swing. Once those seedlings start going, y'all, you got work to do. You have work to do almost every day, unless you don't do it. Hey, you loaded with everything. So they just yeah. Peace. I don't know how to pronounce the second part of your name. But yeah, life of a couponer. Yeah. You get stocked up. So yeah, I'm running out of space, like for real. But what I was saying, y'all, once those seeds start coming up, it seems like I have work every single day. Like there's a couple things that I can go ahead and transplant right now. That's like Did your kids remember to water their go? Yes. And let me tell you what's so funny. They'll come to me like in the morning, one come in my room and they whisper, like, I need my lights and I need to go out there and water my plant. And my son gonna say, Mom, when I do this right here, that means I need my stuff watered or I need to go out there and water and cut the light off. And I'm like, they're like they playing poker or something. Now y'all giving me signals so the other one don't know when it's on, but they all have been on it. Like, and most of the time they sneak and tell me, but it seems like when one sneak and tell me, the other one be right somewhere looking, and then they wonder like what they saying, and I guess it just comes to them. I'm like, really, really, yes, Sandra. I'm like, these kids, telling you. Y'all, literally, I'm running out of space. eBay has great deals on masks too. I paid like $11. Oh, okay. They know what's going on. Okay, got you. Got you. And you said eBay. I'm gonna have to go through all the masks and see because I really like stocked up on disposables and then cloth. And I have some like in the house in like our little emergency area. So I really need to just go through and see what we have. Because I was just looking at today, I have some of these mask filters, and like we have found these the N95 masks. They was clearanced out at Walgreens, and I got some of those. So y'all will see this guys will I'm gonna be doing videos for like updates or me preparing our bug out bags. I need to get Tatiana a bag because she ended up needing her backpack. So I need to get her a backpack and then I need to get 2 adult backpacks. So I've already started putting stuff in it, but I really need to finish those like quick, y'all. With everything going on, that is like my next goal. But like I was saying, with gardening, once that stuff start coming up, I got work to do every day. Cause like right now, I have stuff I can transplant. Um, and they grow so much throughout the day, and it seems like the minute I give them a little water, it's just like I'm like, okay, girl, you got your work cut out for you. Like I have a lot to do, so it's gonna be different videos coming. Um, bug out bags and just tips on things to have. Um, you know, for emergencies and stuff, and like where I'm at, it's good to have one because in the summertime we get a lot of hurricanes and stuff like that. So I got to get it together. And then with everything else going on, I really want to get it together. So I'll do videos for y'all for that. Yep. I'm watching y'all messages, y'all. I don't miss none of y'all messages. But I like have to get this stuff put away because it's driving me crazy. Like it's everywhere. Anybody got no questions or tell me what y'all growing or something? Something. Have anybody transplanted anything? Where do you get your coupons? Hold on. SundayCouponInsert.com. SundayCouponInsert.com. I order them. Well, actually, when you create your account, it automatically like charge you like every Wednesday or Thursday. But you can decide, like when you set your account up, you can decide what package you want. I get the 10 pack. So if it's like if 3 inserts is coming out for that Sunday, you're gonna get 10 of the different types of, it's 10 of the 3 inserts, so that'll be like 30. So your price gonna change throughout the for each week depending on how many come. So you have to make sure you have that amount in your account because they will automatically charge you. But SundayCouponInserts.com. I wish I could use different soaps. I can only use gold. Oh. Yeah, but I mean, Gold Dial is really good. I mean, it smells really, really good. So, hey, it could be worse, right? It could be worse than that. So, yeah. I wish I could eat different foods, and I can't. So, I kind of look at it as it could be way worse. So, that's why I'm saying it could be worse. So you get 10 every time. Yes, ma'am. When I was getting my inserts from the newspaper every week, I was buying 10, and if it was really, really good, I would try to get like 15, 16 inserts. But going through this company, it saves me from having to drive to gas stations and look through papers and all that stuff. So I just do the coupon website. So, and that's the only one that I'm familiar with that I know is legit, because there are some they say it's like fraudulent and stuff. So that's the one I use now, and I've been using that for maybe about 4 months, 3-4 months now. So yes, ma'am. Yeah, I need another shelf. I really do. How did your bread turn out? It was good. It was good. I want to find another recipe where I can like add like fruit or whatever. But girl, it was good. Really, really good. Like the kids was like, when you gonna make some more? And that's the crazy thing. I haven't even gotten the chance to make more. But I'm gonna get to that because all I have to do is throw the ingredients in there. But I've been trying to find one that's friendly to like my intolerance and stuff. And the ones that I can add fruit to, they require me to add powdered milk, and I can't do milk. So I was looking at Amazon, and I think they have a powdered almond milk. Yeah, because when I tried to do it with just like the liquid almond milk, it didn't come out good. So yeah, so girl, I'm trying to figure out, but I love the bread machine. Like I really, really like the bread machine. It's just hard trying to like make bread with all gluten-free items. Ron, oh hey Ron, I remember you from the other live. You got the raspberry and the blueberry bushes, right? Yeah. Yeah, let me know if that was you. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember your comment. How are they doing? Yes. Where you get the plum and the nectarine from? Come on, spill the beans. Let me know. Let me know where you get them from. Don't tell me Lowe's or Home Depot, cause I'm mad that mines don't have any. Yeah, I haven't even. I gotta go back and get the strawberry ones. So far, so good to build a cage around them to keep my dog. It been down. Home Depot. What? See, our stuff ain't in yet when it comes to the trees. Like, they slowly bringing stuff in, but the trees is not in yet. And that's why I'm just like, okay, I need them to go ahead and get it in, because I'm ready to go ahead and get that stuff potted. Like, because I do want some more trees. I want some more trees, but I want the fruits that I can eat. So it will be peaches, plums. Like I said, I already have the blackberry, which I'm not supposed to have, but I'm gonna eat them blackberries. I am. I'll just pop an acid indigestion pill that day. So, but I do want the peach and the plum. And there was another one. Hey, I gotta look this up. I have the kumquat bush. Is that like a citrus fruit? I gotta look that up because I saw when I first bought it, I saw where they said online, some said it was citrus and some said it wasn't. It was on sale, it was cheap, I got it. So it was like for a good price last year. So, but either way, I'll give it away, donate whatever I get from it if it is, and then you know it'll be fine. But I still want to taste it. I'm still gonna taste it because I've never had a kumquat. And it sounds good because I like fruit. So, yeah, y'all. My mom has kumquat tree. They are good. Oh my god, what they taste? Well, no, I ain't gonna ask you what they taste like because I'm just gonna want it even more. It sounds like it's good. And then when you the color of them, like I tried to look them up, like I said, and I saw the pictures, and some things said it was in the citrus family, and some things said it wasn't. But just looking at them, they look so good. Like, I want that. I need that in my life. But I can't hardly eat nothing. Like, all right. Okay. Yeah, I have beans. I gotta transplant. I think all the cucumbers start sprouting between yesterday and today like crazy, like the different types. And I was looking, I was like, dang, it looked like I need more cucumbers. And then when I looked in the back, it was like, no, chick, no, you're gonna have about 8 cucumber plants, like different types of cucumbers. So, oh, that reminds me, I never sold my cucamelon seeds. I'm gonna sow them tomorrow because I've never grown cucamelons, but I saw people. I saw videos of people harvesting them last year, and I want to grow them. I want to grow them. And I like how they like on little vines, and it's just so many of these little melons. If you don't know what a cucamelon is, I think they call them Mexican sour jerkins. So I don't know if they sour or nothing, but they was pretty. So I want to grow them. And they different. They look fun. So I was gonna sow those seeds the other day and I forgot. I can remember I did not sow those. So have you grown the American cucumbers? I want to try those. I don't know if they was called American. No, they wasn't. I have not grown the American cucumbers. Last year I did the straight 8 and the bush cucumbers. This year The ones that's coming up is the straight 8, the I did the bush again, the bush cucumbers, the straight 8, the dragon tail cucumber or something like that. And then there's a funny looking one. I know. Oh, and the cucumber wonder, the white cucumber wonder, I have that one. So it's a lot of cucumber, but none of them say the American cucumber. I'm not sure, because like some things, depending on where you get it from, it be the same type with just like a little different name. Like if you get it from Burpee or you get it from Fairy Morse, I think I said that right. Or wherever you get them from, they sometimes have different names, but it be the same type of plant. But cucumbers was another thing that I enjoyed. I enjoyed growing cucumbers. And I put 2 cucumber plants in 1 5-gallon bucket. Right, the company's their own name. Yep. So that was another fun thing, was if you go back to some of my videos from this summer, when I was doing the harvests, the cucumbers is so fun. Just like, I feel like, even though I know they're not doing it on purpose, I mean, come on, duh, but it's like you gotta like find them because they blend in so well. Like, and you can go out there in the mornings and the cucumber is small, you water it, go back out there in the evening, and the thing is ready. Like, it's ready to come off. So this year, as y'all know, I'm gonna grow everything upward, because last year the cucumbers, the watermelon plant, and I think it was the cantaloupe, they took over the whole little area. Like the vines, I mean, they go and connect onto almost everything. So that's why I have the tomato cages in every one of my buckets out there, because I plan on taking the vines as they grow and just trellising them all around the cages and stuff like that to make everything grow upward. Even like with the squash and stuff, I'm gonna grow everything upward, because keep in mind, if you're growing squash go poof. It does. Like, it is a very wide plant. And with the squashes, I think I had 1 squash in each bucket, but when I did those, like those tote bins, like the long tote bin, I had 6 squash plants in one. And even though they was big and it was kind of crowded, they did produce, but they didn't produce as much as the ones when it was 1 in the bucket. So, but I still got fruit from it. They still, like, grew and everything like that. So this year, I'm definitely gonna put the squash and the zucchini in its own 5-gallon bucket, each plant. But the cucumbers, I'm growing so many of them because, 1, they fun, and for 2, the cucumbers, I can put 2 in a 5-gallon bucket. So let's see, I can tell y'all the cucumbers was 2 per bucket. Any pepper plants, if I did them in a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket, I did 1 plant. If I did it in one of those little tote bins, like with the lid on it, that you would like put kids' toys or something in, if I did it in one of those, I put 2 plants in one of those. Let's see. Okra, y'all. I got a lot of okra last year, and I did 4 okra plants in 1 5-gallon bucket. And okra gets really tall, and it do take them a long time to start producing, but they did just fine with that many. Now this year, because I have more buckets and stuff, I'm probably going to scale it down to doing maybe 2 or 3 per bucket. But definitely I did 4 okra plants per 5-gallon bucket. Tomato plants, 1 plant per 5-gallon bucket is what I did. And if anybody is growing the 100 grand tomato plant, I'm growing that one again this year. And that's another fun plant. I cut off so many tomatoes vines before they was ready. Because had I not, that is a plant that will take over everything. That plant is like, the more I'll have to go around the edges and cut vines off, and it'd just be so many tomatoes on the vines that hadn't even turned, wasn't even close to like being ripe. But if I didn't do it, it was gonna take. I had it on the deck first, and it was trying to take up the whole thing. Like that's a plant that when it say 100 grand or whatever it is, whatever the name of, depending on the one, that plant right there, you're gonna get a lot of tomatoes off from it. Let's see, y'all already know any of the bushes like the lemon tree, the blackberry, the fig, the what is it, the tangerine, the blueberry, all those is one plant in a 5 gallon bucket. If you're doing watermelons and cantaloupes and stuff, last year I had one plant in each bucket, but I feel like you could do two, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because they're mostly vine. The watermelons, especially the bigger ones, they're gonna vine their way down onto the ground and then work their way and grow, because ain't no way you're gonna have a big watermelon hanging, So, you got the roots in the base of the plant in the bucket, but everything else is down on the ground or wherever. My issue that I had last year, I didn't get to taste not one cantaloupe or watermelon that I had. And it was thanks to, we think it was the owl. It was a big owl that some people in the neighborhood group had posted about this owl. So then we end up seeing, was it? Yeah, the owl. And then we saw an eagle thingy. And every time we saw one of them, and one morning I got up early, like early. He had already beat me to it. Went out there, they was eating the watermelon. So I got some for him this year. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna know, because I didn't get to taste none of that. And they was almost getting ready, but they wasn't quite like for me to be able to take them off and let them ripen in the house. And I'm just like, real, like they literally, it was like they sat out there and ate it, because some of them had fell onto the thing, and I know that earlier that day they was not weak or anything, and some of them, something sat out there and just ate it. And when I went out there, like it was still on the vine, and the whole bottom was ate off. Like really, like really. So, yeah. So what I probably do is position my back camera to that area, and I'm gonna figure out what it is this year. I'm gonna catch him this year. I'm gonna catch whatever it is, and then try to figure out not a harmful way, an unharmful way to deteriorate somewhere else, because I ain't planning this food for them to go eat. Nope. And I was mad about that. They didn't mess with the blackberries or anything. They was all about the melon. And that's crazy. So I'm trying to think what else. Y'all already know, like your kale and all that stuff. You can put that in buckets. What else did I grow last year? Oh, eggplants. I'm growing a lot of eggplants. They was some more. Wow, owls, that's a serious pest. Yup. We only have to worry about rats. Wow. Yeah, an owl. I couldn't believe it until one of the neighbors in the group, like we have a Facebook group for our area, like our neighborhood, and one of their house cameras caught the owl, like the picture of the owl, and she posted the video and the pictures of him. And then we was doing something, we saw him, he was sitting out back on the top of our shed, like just chilling. And that seemed like it would have been the only thing that kept eating them. So yeah. Squirrels, birds. Wow. Yeah, and see, we used to have a lot of squirrels in the back, but I think some of them kind of ran. Now they be in the front yard a lot, but I've not seen a squirrel in the back that much, but like I said, the eagle thing and the birds. And you know what? I did catch a couple birds trying to get my blackberries. Not my blackberries, the blueberries. I did catch a couple of them trying to get an owl out here would fix my rat problem. Haha, yep. I'm sure it would. I'm sure it would. Um, yeah, I'm sure it would. And that's just like my dog. Like we had, like, let me see, was it year 4 last? I don't, they wasn't big rats, but the neighborhood had a problem with, you know, rats, and they was telling everybody to make sure that around your garages and stuff is all sealed because, you know, rats. We saw one time, and he walked right in front of my dog. Now my dog don't like nobody, no other animals, nothing. She goes in attack mode. The dog is the dog. She don't like nobody. But it was something about this little rat that just shimming his way right on in front of her. She looked at it, got herself comfortable, and just laid there like, hey, that ain't my problem. Almost like she said, I ain't no cat. I don't chase rats. Like, yeah. So unless the owl is like my dog, cause I'm like, really, what do you do then? Other than like that was and she let it go, like that ain't my problem. Like I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. Yeah. So, but you can do and beans. Any beans and peas you can grow in 5-gallon buckets. What I'm doing this year is trellising them up tomato cages too. Pretty much I bought tomato cages. Had a lot of them last year, and I bought a couple of more at the end of last year when it got like the prices went down on them. And even with my beans, I'm gonna take them, the vines, and trellis them all around and loop them all around and all that stuff, because beans, especially your bush beans, they get maybe 6 or 7 feet, sometimes between 4 and 7, not feet. Let me see. They probably about like this, if you can see. I'm not sure. Probably about like this, from your bend to about here. They not big at all. But the thing about them is, I was doing like 8, 9 seeds per tote container, and those things, when I say they give a lot of beans, they give a lot of beans, and you kind of got to go in between. And I don't like that. So when I'm picking them, I need to be able to like see, because up here you deal with a lot of like bugs and stuff like that. So I'll be trying to like see. But when I tell you, if anybody that's growing bush beans, snap, some bush beans, snap peas, things like that, you can do it in containers. And it's like, the beans need tomato cage. I mean, that's on you. You don't have to put them in a tomato cage. I grew them in totes last year, so they were perfectly fine. To keep them separated, like where I can kind of see in between and stuff, is the only reason why I'm putting tomato cages around them. But you don't need to. That's whatever your preference is. But just understand that they give off a lot of beans. And I have to say, like, green beans, I think they're calling the thing like bush beans or like French fillets or something like that. But they're pretty much a string bean. They will give you a lot. Even your yellow string beans, I think they're the wax beans. And then they have the purple ones. They give off a lot of beans. A lot of beans. But like I say, I'm just doing the tomato cages because I don't want all the madness going on. I want to control everything this year as much as possible. And that makes good for being able to harvest, because that was another thing, is harvesting. When you get ready to harvest, I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot. So let's see. I'm trying to think what else it was. I said peppers. Y'all know you can do the peppers. You can put anything in a 5-gallon bucket or a tote. Yeah, anything. Yeah. Corn. Have you done corn? Yup, I did corn last year. Now, I got ears of corn, but they wasn't right. They was missing kernels and stuff. But my thing was here in my area, a lot of the farmers was talking about something was wrong with their corn. I watched a lot of YouTubers that did corn. I mean, they grew up, they did everything. But when you took the husk off, the corn wasn't right in the inside. And a lot of YouTubers was having the same issue that never had issues with their corn. So I don't know what was going on with the weather and stuff last year. I don't know what happened, but my corn, I was doing like one bucket. I had 5 corns in that one bucket. They all grew up. I mean, nice, pretty, no problem. But it was something wrong with the corn. So I thought it was something I did until like I know here like farmers that had fields of corn, they cut everything down. Their corn was not, it was not edible. And it was like, what happened? Like everything grew over, but the ears was just like no. So I don't know what happened. I will yes, I am. I just bought I think I have the peaches and cream corn. I just bought the white sweet white corn, and then I'm gonna do the regular yellow corn too. So I'm waiting a little bit before I do those. Before I start those seeds, I'll probably start those seeds maybe the second week of February or something like that. But they are also fun just to see them growing, and you just know you growing corn in a 5-gallon bucket. And I had 5 stalks of corn in one bucket, and it did just fine other than whatever was going on with the ears of it. So I'm gonna try again this season and see if it's better. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all about eggplants. If you're growing eggplants, do 1 plant per bucket, because eggplants, like squash and zucchinis and stuff, they give a lot of fruit, a lot of eggplants. Last year I did the Black Beauty. I got so much eggplant. Then I did the purple. It was the Ichabod. I think it's a Japanese eggplant. It was the purple long slim ones. I did those. I had so many eggplants. It wasn't even funny. Oh, it just reminded me. I gotta see if I got it. There's a squash. It's yellow. It's the patty pan squash. I want to do that this year again. I did it last year, but by the time I did it, it was already getting like too late. So I got like 2 squashes from it. But that one, and another good eggplant is they small, they small little white eggplants. I don't know. Gratel eggplants was the name of mine. Gratel eggplant. So if you like eggplants, do 1 per bucket, because an eggplant plant, the stalks are so strong, like it's almost like a stick, and they take so much. So you want to make sure they have enough room, enough space to soak up all the nutrients and stuff like that. So you want to do 1 plant per 5-gallon bucket if you're doing buckets. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I'm getting hungry just thinking about all these vegetables. I think we hit everything. Anybody can think of anything else that you're wondering what could be done, if it can be done in a 5-gallon bucket? I think we hit everything. Pretty much, long story, sum everything up. You can pretty much do anything in a 5-gallon bucket. Keep in mind, your melons and stuff, unless you're doing like those what is it, the sweet baby watermelons. Of course, Ryan, you can do a sunflower in a 5-gallon bucket. You can do it in a 2-3-gallon bucket, a sunflower. But the what else did it say? Right, you throw me off. I was gonna say something. What was it? Oh, you can do anything, and you never tried one? Do it, do it. I started sunflowers the other day. I had did either a video or a live the other day, and I'm waiting for them to come up. I'm waiting for them to come up, and they're gonna go in something. I'm not sure. Watermelons. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Crystal. So watermelons, unless you're doing those little small, what is it? They're like the sugar baby watermelons, and they the small, kind of like personal size ones. Now, if you do those, you can trellis those up. You can have them in a 5 gallon bucket, and you can trellis those up like on a tomato cage or something. And when it gets like heavy, take you pantyhose. Take some pantyhose, and if you got some old pantyhose around the house or something, take them, cut them, tie a knot at the end, and then have the top open, and put the sugar baby watermelon in it, just to let it add support. But if you're doing like with me, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna do the pantyhose, but I'm gonna do it with it on the ground. I don't want nothing to fall. If you're doing those bigger watermelons, definitely they're gonna grow on the ground. So the only thing will be in that bucket is, of course, the roots, and the vines will come out, but the majority of that plant is gonna be grown on the ground. Because once the vines go out, they start to flower, and that's usually where the watermelon starts. So trying to think. So sum everything up, there's hardly nothing. When you container gardening, you can pretty much grow anything. A lot of people was like, I've never known nobody to grow watermelons and stuff in a bucket. Yeah, you can do it, because the watermelon's not growing in the bucket. Watermelon vines are gonna be on the ground, but the important part of it is in the bucket. Suzanne, hello, Suzanne. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. Welcome. So you can grow anything in a 5 gallon, and it don't even have to be a 5 gallon bucket, y'all. Those totes, like with the tops on them, you can grow in those things. I got one right here. So it don't even have to be this big. Y'all see that? It don't even have to be that big. So that's when I keep saying totes. I'm talking about things like that. You can go to Target if you find something cheap. Drill some holes in it. I'm gonna show y'all something else that I did. Okay, so the laundry basket. The laundry basket has the holes in it. Last year, and I have this video on my page from last year. Well, on my page, but I did it last year. So I took clothes basket, $3 clothes basket from, I think it was Target. I think they're $3. When you go to the Dollar General, anywhere, and get cheap clothes basket. Special ones with the holes in it. You can take a garbage bag, a black garbage bag, and put it in the inside of the laundry basket. Poke holes in it, throw some soil in it, and grow. Let's see, good to hear. It doesn't need to be a 5 gallon bucket. I found a bakery that sells. Yes. So you got a steal. Yes, it don't have to be 5 gallon, but when you're doing the bigger plants like the eggplants and stuff like that, a 4 gallon bucket, if you find that will work. I wouldn't go no smaller than that. I'm pretty sure you can do it, but I always say you want to make sure that the roots and stuff do have room to, do their thing. So, let's see. So, you know what? Like I say, y'all, grow any way that it is feasible for you. Do it. There's no right and wrong way. You can grow. I've seen And I have done it. Like, get from over there. When I told you guys I used to grow when my husband was still active duty. And so we was moving a lot. So I didn't get in depth like I wanted to because it was a lot of moving. So I used to do like grow little things, and I would grow them in milk jugs. Milk jugs. Take a milk jug, wash it out real good, cut the top off from it, drill some holes in the bottom, put some soil in it, and you can grow something. So you keep forgetting to. Have you talked about old soil yet? Suzanne, was you the one that wanted me to do the video for the old soil? Let me go ahead and say, and I'll probably still do a video for anybody that don't see this live, but old soil. I didn't make it. When I thought about it, it was already dark outside. So my buckets, all right, got you. So my buckets outside has the soil in it from last year. When I started off, I did do Miracle-Gro soil. Then I started adding topping it off with different types of soil. So either way, when I cleaned up the garden a couple weeks ago, I pulled all the old plants out. As I pulled all the old plants out and stuff, the soil had like worms and everything in it. That's what you want. That is like, you can tell it's rich soil now. It's the one through a whole growing season, and it's rich now. Keep that soil. If your bucket or container is kind of, it may lose some soil from all the water, and it did go through a growth season. Just top it off. Take you something, and we call turning the soil. Mix the soil up, loosen it up some, get you one of those garden scooper things, mix it up some, and honey, you ready to go. Do not throw away no soil. And I tell people this, when you're growing in the ground and that growth season is up, you're going to pull up all the extra stuff and you're going to put seeds back in the ground. So the soil is good. Use that soil over. That soil is in a container, and it's got probably a few more things in it than the ground soil got, because you done seasoned your soil. So it's ready to go. No, you keep that soil. Keep once you start and fill up, all you should have to do is top it off. Add more soil. And when if it get low, it should never get low, but sometimes like when you're growing and you're watering, it do. And like throughout the growing season, you have to get you something and add maybe a couple scoops of soil in it, because it's in a container. It's going to like spill out, but it shouldn't be like halfway or nothing like that. And you don't reuse soil. You reuse soil. You don't throw it away. Great news. I'm growing in containers. It was organic soil by Miracle-Gro. See, my soil last year was Miracle-Gro because I am a big Miracle-Gro person. But Miracle-Gro prices has went up, and it seemed like it went up last year. And like I say, all I do is Miracle-Gro. So this year I was like, you know what? I'm going to do more organically, because I used to use that Miracle-Gro fertilizer, and it was the organic. And I used 5-gallon buckets. I had it covered with hay. There you go, girl. There you go. You on the right track. So, but the fertilizer from Miracle-Gro, so I got to looking at it, and I'm like, it said organic, the one I was getting. And I'm like, everything in this is not organic. Like, no. So this year I'm doing things different. I am going to be doing a lot of like I said, it's going to be easy, inexpensive. I already showed you guys what I did with the black cow. I put some in a bucket, put some water in it, and I used it right away. But I got some outside that's sitting. The way I look at it, that's manure tea. So I'm scoop that out and put that in my plants. That's the type of fertilizer right there. Cheap. Because get out of that, Summer. Because you don't have to do a lot of fertilizing and stuff like Google tell you need to. You're welcome, Suzanne. I add coffee ground and eggshells. Yep, exactly. So I don't do the coffee grounds, but the eggshells, I will be doing the eggshells, and to make them break down faster, all you do is get you a little cheap grinder or something, or blender or whatever, and blend it up into a powder. And you can have a little container with your own little eggshells, grind it up into a powder, and sprinkle it as you see fit. That's another way to fertilize. You're right, I make fertilizer tea in my buckets. Yes, Christy. So I'm doing it with the black cow this year. And then I did buy some more earthworm castings the other day. And then I got some Pure Gold organic all-purpose fertilizer. And I mixed that in. And that's pretty much all I'm going to be using. I still have Miracle-Gro stuff over there, but I'm not using that. I tried the coffee grounds and my Miracle-Gros turned brown. I had to flush them with water over the week and it washed out. I can't be trusted with coffee. And I've never tried the coffee grounds. I've heard that's a good fertilizer. I've never used it, and mainly because I can't drink coffee. I can't drink coffee. My adrenaline is already sky high. Coffee don't do nothing but make it worse. So, and I can't eat eggs, but my husband eats eggs, so I just save the eggshells whenever he make eggs or something. So, that's another thing. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple with fertilizing. Not gonna fertilize like crazy. Like it's just really not necessary. In my book, now, like I say, all gardeners do things differently, and you do things as you see fit. Because everybody garden gonna be different. Like I have a garden, and my neighbor across the street may have the garden with the same similar stuff, but it's gonna be something about that garden that's different. Something gonna need a little bit more attention than something else. Like I was saying last year, water properly your plants. Take care of your plants as if they are your plant babies. We got plant babies over here, all right? Like you got your furry babies, which is your animals. You got your baby babies, which is your humans, the ones you had, and you got your plant babies. We know what each one of those groups of babies need. That's the way I treat my plants. You know, when I get up in the morning, I get up while everybody's asleep. I go cut on my grow lights. I give everybody a little sprinkle of water. I stand there and I look at them a little bit. I talk to them a little bit. And then I watch them throughout the day. Or if I leave the house and I come back, I peek over there, and I'm telling you, you're going to see that the plant done did some within an hour or two of the last time you looked at it. And that just, to me, is so amazing that, you know, almost right before your eyes, the plant is unfolding, revealing itself. So, and even y'all gonna get tired of my videos, because like last year, when they get transplanted outside, I'm telling y'all, every day, every morning, it seems like the plants they grow throughout the day, but they really grow overnight. It seems like every morning you see new growth, and it's just so exciting. So let's see. I need a little bit. You can get free coffee grounds from businesses that serve a lot of breakfast like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, ma'am. Mix the grounds into the soil. I don't add a lot, just over winter or compost bucket. Yes, ma'am. Yep. So Christy Lewis, she just gave some good points for coffee grounds. If you want to do coffee grounds in your garden, you can go to like places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that sell coffee, and they should be able to give it to you. And also, like Ron said, he had caught the sale at the bakery on the buckets. Sometimes they'll give it to you. Sometimes they won't even charge you. It'd be like the cake. I think it'd be like the icing that they be having in those buckets. But here, it just, they don't want to give you nothing here. So, and then if you don't have those options, 5-gallon buckets are like $4 and something. Max $5 for 5-gallon buckets at Lowe's. But I think Home Depot got 5-gallon buckets for $3 or $4, somewhere in that range. So check those out too if you don't have those other options. And yeah, but you guys, I am gonna go in and see if these kids in bed. I don't even know what time it is here. But I have enjoyed all of y'all, and I'm gonna do more lives because sometimes that's just easy. Cause y'all know I've been pushing out videos, and whew, I've been enjoying it, but it is work, y'all. So I enjoy talking to y'all on lives. So I will be doing that. I'll pop in. I was kind of scared because I thought maybe everybody would sleep or something going live after 10 o'clock or close to 10 o'clock. But thank all of y'all that have joined. And y'all be safe. And let me see. Thanks for the broadcast. I really appreciate your channel. You're welcome, Ron. You're welcome. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help. And like I say, if y'all got ideas and stuff, share them over here. I'm open to learn. We never too young. We never too old to still learn. I don't know it all. I can just tell you what has worked for me and what I have seen done, especially being from area that was high in like farming and stuff. For y'all don't know, well, you should know because my title says in my channel title, I'm a Mississippi girl. This is what I was taught, and I was taught a lot about flowers, but I was taught this way: a flower and a vegetable plant is still a plant. So even though there were some things I was taught about flowers, I really learned a whole lot from my grandma Rosa bushes and elephant ear plants, which are two plants I want to get. So, but and then it just went on from there. I just really started wanting to learn more as I got older. I did research, but I didn't follow all the research, and it's gotten me this far. I took and put my spin on it. Sometimes you have to do that, like you have to put your spin on it. So you are the mother or the father of those plant babies. So y'all decide what they get, how they get, because your climate and your situation is different. Christy, you from Hattiesburg, Mississippi? Girl, I know exactly where that at. I'm from Crystal Springs County, is Copiah County. I'm about 20 minutes from Jackson, Mississippi. So I'm pretty sure you know where Jackson, Mississippi is. Hinds County, girl. So welcome. I'll be loving it because where I'm at up here, hold up. Suzanne, you're originally from Louisiana, near Paulaville. Okay. Louisiana, where I'm from in Mississippi, I am about an hour and 45 minutes from the Louisiana border. I know where you are. Awesome. Yes. So I'll be so happy when I see people close to home. Cause being here, like my husband is like, this the country. No, it's not. North Carolina is not the country when it's compared to where I'm from. Like, it was almost like a culture shock when I moved up here. Like, I'm like, okay. And then where we are, we still live in the last town that he was stationed in. So you got people from everywhere, here just like, and I'm just like, okay, but now I'm used to it. But at first, I'm like, I love your videos. My mom's uncle in Mississippi used to have a peanut farm. My grandfather had a farm too. Thank you for your energy and advice. You are so welcome, Suzanne. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad I can help. And like I say, if y'all got any ideas, let me know them. Let me know them because, like I say, you're never too young or old to learn. I always thought you learn something almost every day. And if you don't learn anything, then something wrong. You might want to reevaluate. If you don't learn nothing, like you're a person that say, oh, I don't learn, or you repeat the same things over and over, then I'm sorry. Fort Bend is here. So Columbus. Yes. Got you. Yes. So it's, girl, ain't nothing like, well, you say you're Louisiana and you're from Louisiana, and hold up, Chrissy is from Mississippi. So y'all know. And it's just like, I dealt with a lot when I got up here. Far as people be like the minute I open my mouth and talk, they looking at me like, And they'll ask, where you from? And the minute I say Mississippi, it's like, oh, and I'm like, oh no, that ain't what you want to do. Like, and at first, you know, people was just like, I don't know. And I had never been outside of Mississippi, so I didn't know it was like that. Like, I had people that, like, my husband was a New Yorker. So it were people that, like, some of his friends and stuff, and they would just, like, look at me like I was nothing. Like, all because of where I'm from. And I didn't get it. And then I realized some people would tell me, oh, Mississippi is the lowest state and this. And it was just like, oh, okay. So that's why I'm getting the look. All right, next one, give me the look. I'm going to give you some choice words and you're not going to like it because you should not do. Oh, now hold up. I saw Saints because Saints is my team. In Columbus, I'm in Columbus, Georgia since Katrina X. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Saints is my team, even though they disappointed me, but that's all right though. They disappointed me Sunday, but that's all right though. But Saints, yes ma'am. Saints and LSU, because Mississippi ain't got no team. We ain't got no pro football team. So Saints it is. That's the closest. But yeah, so you understand people asking like, yeah, they ask like, even my husband was like, I don't know, he ain't too big on Mississippi, and I think it's the New York and him, but I ain't too big on New York neither. So that's why we stayed right here in North Carolina, because I'm not going to New York and he ain't going to Mississippi. So I met him while he was on recruiting duty there. So that's how we met. So I'm like, you don't like Mississippi, but you got a Mississippi girl? Like, got me to thinking, like, okay. But anyway, y'all, yeah. So I'm gonna end it right there. Susan, you girl, I understand what that girl. I understand, because people they be trying, and I'm like, the minute I open my mouth, it's just like the stare, just like, and I'm like, and like, I saw one lady, and she was like, you know what, don't even worry about it. She's like, I already saw how they was looking at you and stuff. And I'm like, but I've been up here since 2008. And I was just talking to her like, I feel like I don't have that hard accent no more. And she's like, no, it's your dialect, because I picked it up. She's like, but I'm not going to sit there and look at you like that. She's like, you know, that was just rude. And that's what people do. And it's just like, I just didn't have, coming from, we got a lot of Southern hospitality. That's one thing we taught back home. You know, be nice to anybody, but don't take no mess. And I'm real low key, you know, to myself. And it's just like, I feel like when I talk to people, they take that like you're passive, like you're a very passive person. They can look at you and say anything to you. And that's what a shocker be. That's what a shocker be, because the minute you get on my other side, then all the country and all the, like, I have had to tell people off, and I try not to get to that point. And the crazy thing about it is, my husband's like, they didn't understand nothing you just said. Because, girl, you know, the other side where I can say some stuff and it'd be like, and I don't even be thinking, like, it's just, the words just come out, and people, because my husband asks me all the time, what that mean? Like, I don't understand. I'm like, you've been with me since 2008, and you don't understand yet? Like, really? And I have to like catch myself, but it's just, I don't know. And I caught myself for one, like trying to talk differently at first. So people, once I figured out why people was looking at me crazy, like trying to like change, I was like, no, I'm not gonna change who I am. That's the way I talk. Then that's the way I talk. Like, and even like people I knew up here, like, you're, even with the garden, they're like, you're an old soul. Well, it got me this far. I don't, because I garden, I'm an old soul. Well, I was raised by my grandma. I was taught on a different level as most people my age. And I think I done pretty darn good, you know. Yeah, so guess what? I'm going to continue to be an old soul, because that's who I am. Like, that's who I am. So I just started like, man, like, you know what? If I'm in the store, I'm not finna think to try to please nobody because I sound weird to you or whatever. And then my husband's like, you loud. Y'all, I can be loud. Yeah, I'm loud. And the crazy thing is my kids is the same way. Like, I travel across the country for work. I don't change my dialect for anyone born in Louisiana and raised in Mississippi. What? Oh yeah, Christy. So you was born in Louisiana but raised in Mississippi. Country girl that gets my respect. Exactly. Exactly. Girl, it was like a quick hot second that I came back to who I was once I figured it out, but it was like a shock because I didn't know people was like that just because of how I talk. Like, you know, yeah. I didn't know people was like that. And like even my husband was kind of skeptical for it's like when I was trying to get a job or something. He was like, just don't put you from Mississippi. No, I am. And guess what? Every time I put where I'm from, and everything on there, I got the job. Like, so even I had to like tell him like, no. No, not you too. Like, no. Well, no. I'm from where I'm from. I have my ways of thinking and that's who I am. So it is what it is. So, and I would get the job like right there. You're just fine. Grandma did a great job. You sound like you're a Gemini like me. Oh yeah, I'm a Pisces. February 21st. I'm a Pisces. Yep. And thank you for that. Yes, she did. She did. I lost her in 2018, and that was my first loss ever. Only God got me through that. Like, I've never lost nobody close. So, yeah. So I didn't think I was gonna make it once I got that phone call. I had been praying leading up to that phone call and asking God that I don't know how I'm gonna react. Like, but it was nobody but God. It was hard because like I say, I've never no. But and that's another thing, like the way she raised me, when I come in situations, it's just like that light bulb come on ding, like something she told me, something that she had told me to watch out for, to always look for. It's like, I'm like, oh, yep, I know what to do. Granny told me this. Yep, I know what to do. She told me this. Like, she prepared me at a very young age for life. Like, I had a childhood, but I was always taught at a young age, look out for this. You got to pay attention about this. You got to watch people. You got this is this. One thing that I have taken with me and still take from me, one thing she was big on is you don't eat from nobody. You don't trust nobody putting nothing in your stomach. That's like one thing I was always told. And then everything. So you get like what I'm saying, like, I'm sorry for your loss. Yes. I was also Thank you, Christy. Thank you. Yeah, she had me from a newborn, an infant, so all my life. So, yeah. So, but y'all, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get off. Go see what these chillins doing in here. I thank everybody so much. I was taught not to eat from nobody's house. Crystal, yes. And she told me don't eat from nobody. Don't trust nobody giving you nothing. And I found out later it was reasons why, but she told me don't eat from nobody. Like, don't trust nobody giving you something that's got to go into your mouth. That's got to go into your stomach. And, it was just different things. She was like, you got to watch people. People will do this and this. And not to put fear in me about people, but just to be cautious. And I've always been like that. And, yeah. So y'all, thank y'all. I really, really enjoyed this live. I'm gonna go in here and get these kids situated. They should be in the bed. Said Susan, your grandma said that too. Been from that's I know, girl. I heard about it. I heard about it, and some of them do that in Mississippi too, from what I done heard. But guess what? I don't leave nothing around. I don't need nothing around that you can. No, all my stuff come with me. Yeah, let me make you a plate. No, ma'am. And you know what? Me having these issues with acid reflux and stuff, I'm gonna tell you, no, I don't want nothing anyway in a nice way. But I do have the perfect excuse because I can't eat nothing that nobody else cook because I have GERD. I have milk intolerance. I have and deep in my mind, it's like, honey, if I could eat it, I still would eat it. Like, no. Yes, girl. So you understand. But thank y'all for showing so much love and support. I really do appreciate it. And if it's God's will, I'll go live tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, it did something, y'all. I said it was reconnecting. Good night, Sandra. So I gotta go see what these kids doing. My kids are not on the same schedule as the like in my area, the county schools. So they are with K-12 program. So their schedule is a lot different. So I need to go make sure they in bed and everything and all that. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much, and y'all be safe. Good night.